Chapter 2. Now let's look at another part of the island. In a forest clearing, King Alonso lay on the ground, sad and quiet. Nearby stood his faithful men, Gonzalo, Adrian, and Francisco. Not far off, his brother Sebastian and Antonio, the Duke of Milan, were whispering secretly to each other. Trying to comfort the king, Gonzalo said, "Your Majesty, please don't lose hope. We are lucky to be alive. Shipwrecks happen often, but surviving one like this is very rare. We should be grateful that we're still here." But Alonso snapped, "Do I look like I can be calm right now?" Still, Gonzalo didn't give up. "If you let sorrow take over, it will only bring more pain." "Enough already," Alonso shouted. Adrian added, "Even if this island is empty, the air is fresh and the land feels nice." Encouraged, Gonzalo continued, "Look at our clothes. Even though they got soaked in the sea, they look cleaner than before. Just like when we left for Princess Claribel's wedding." Alonso sat up, upset. "Don't talk to me about that wedding. It sent my daughter far away to Africa. I'll never see her again. And now I've lost my son, too. He's gone beneath the sea." Francisco stepped in. "But, Your Majesty, I saw the prince swimming bravely. He looked strong, like he would reach the island. I believe he made it safely." "No," Alonso said sadly. "He's gone." Then Sebastian spoke. "This is all your fault. You ignored better marriage choices in Europe and sent Claribel to Africa. We begged you not to. Now, because of that, you've lost your son. This is punishment." Alonso said nothing, but Gonzalo turned to Sebastian. "Even if you're partly right, now is not the time to say such things. You're only making the king's pain worse." Sebastian muttered, "You're right," and went quiet. Then Gonzalo began imagining a peaceful world on the island. "If I ruled here, I would change everything. No work, no money, no kings or laws. Nature would provide for everyone. No one would steal, fight, or go hungry. It would be paradise." Sebastian and Antonio mocked him. No kings, no government. What next? No marriage. They laughed and joked. Long live King Gonzalo. Even Alonso, still grieving, told Gonzalo, "That's enough. This isn't helping." Gonzalo fell silent. Just then, Ariel arrived, though no one could see him. As Prospero had ordered, Ariel cast a spell to make everyone fall asleep, except for Sebastian and Antonio. Sebastian looked around, surprised. "Why is everyone asleep? I'm not tired at all." "Must be something in the air," Antonio said. "But the real question is, why are we the only ones awake?" Antonio leaned in and said, "Maybe this is a sign. I can almost see a crown on your head, Sebastian." Sebastian stared. "What are you saying? You sound like you're dreaming." "No, I'm wide awake," Antonio said. "But you've been sleeping your whole life. Wake up and listen." "Fine. Go on," Sebastian said. Antonio lowered his voice. "Do you really think the prince survived? That's as likely as these sleepers suddenly getting up and flying. If the prince is gone, who's next in line for the throne of Naples?" Sebastian didn't answer. "It's Princess Claribel," Antonio said. "But she's far away in Africa. She's not coming back anytime soon. So why not you?" He pointed at the sleeping king. "He's lying right there. If he never wakes up, who would know? You could be king. Just like I became Duke of Milan. Sebastian asked, "And what about your conscience?" Antonio laughed. "Conscience? I don't have one. Look at your brother. He's no more powerful than the dirt beneath him. And old Gonzalo? We can make sure he sleeps forever, too." Antonio reached for his dagger. "The rest will follow us without question. Are you with me?" Sebastian's eyes lit up. "Yes. If you can take Milan, I can take Naples. Let's do it." With that, they both drew their swords and moved quietly toward the sleeping men, ready to strike. Just as Antonio and Sebastian were about to attack the sleeping king, Ariel appeared again, though still invisible. He saw them holding their swords and thought, Master Prospero was right. If these two succeed, everything will be ruined. Ariel flew to Gonzalo and whispered a magical song in his ear. "While you sleep so soundly, a deadly plan is near. If you want to live, wake up now." Gonzalo woke up with a jolt. "Angels must have saved us," he cried. "Your Majesty, wake up!" Alonso opened his eyes and was shocked to see Sebastian and Antonio standing close by with swords in hand. "Why are your swords drawn?" he asked. "What's going on?" Sebastian quickly lied. "We were standing guard while you slept, but we heard loud animal sounds, maybe a lion or a fox, so we drew our swords to protect you." Alonso frowned. "I didn't hear anything." Antonio added, "You must have been in a deep sleep, Your Majesty. The sound was as loud as thunder." Alonso turned to Gonzalo. "Did you hear anything?" Gonzalo paused, then said, "I heard something strange. It woke me up, and I saw them with swords out. Whatever it was, it felt like a warning. We should leave this place." The king agreed. "Yes, let's move on and continue searching for my son." As they left, Ariel flew off to tell Prospero everything. "Now, let's go to another part of the island." Caliban was in the forest, angrily chopping firewood. Tired and upset, he threw down his axe. "Curse Prospero!" he shouted. "His spirits follow me everywhere. They pinch me, scare me, and even turn into animals to hurt me. I can't take it anymore." Seeing someone coming, Caliban dropped to the ground and hid under his cloak, thinking it was another spirit. But it wasn't a spirit. It was Trinculo, the king's jester. Storm clouds were gathering, and Trinculo was looking for shelter. As he walked, he tripped over Caliban's body. "What's this?" he said, lifting the cloak. "Some poor island creature. Looks like he got hit by lightning." Just then, thunder roared above. Trinculo, desperate to get out of the rain, crawled under Caliban's cloak for cover. Caliban, thinking it was a spirit attacking him, whimpered, "Please, don't hurt me. I'll do better, I promise." Nearby, the king's cook, Stefano, stumbled through the forest, drunk and holding a sack of wine. He heard the noise and looked down. There lay what looked like a four-legged monster under a cloak. "What is this?" Stefano muttered. "A demon with 4 legs? Ha ha ha! I survived a shipwreck. I'm not afraid of anything." Then Caliban's face popped out, crying, "Please stop hurting me. I'll bring the firewood." Stefano, confused but amused, said, "This fellow must be having fits. I know just the cure, a good drink." He pulled Caliban up and gave him some wine. "Drink this. It'll fix you right up." Caliban drank it eagerly. Meanwhile, Trinculo, still under the cloak, heard the voice and realized, wait, that sounds like Stefano. But he drowned. Unless... He jumped up in fear, thinking it was a ghost. But when their eyes met, both men stared in shock. Stefano, is that really you? Trinculo, you're alive too? Then, Caliban, now tipsy and happy, dropped to his knees in front of Stefano. My lord, he cried, you must be a god. I'll serve you forever. Stefano, enjoying the attention, laughed. Of course I'm from the moon. I've come down to rule this island. I knew it, said Caliban. I'll show you the whole island. Where to find water, fruit, and fish. I'll never serve that cruel Prospero again. Trinculo watched, thinking the whole thing was ridiculous. But Caliban kept going. I'll dig up nuts and catch birds for you. Just say the word. Stefano grinned. Lead the way, then. Trinculo, with the king and nobles gone, we're the rulers now. He tossed the wine sack to Caliban. Carry that. Caliban happily obeyed, singing loudly as he walked. No more chores for me. No more wood to haul. No more dishes to scrub. No more orders at all. I've found a new master. Caliban's free. Hooray for freedom. Hooray for me. 10 comprehension questions. 1. Why was King Alonso so upset while resting on the island? 2. What did Gonzalo try to do to comfort the king? 3. How did Sebastian and Antonio react to Gonzalo's hopeful talk? 4. What was Gonzalo's idea of a perfect island society? 5. Why did Ariel decide to wake Gonzalo from his sleep? 6. What excuse did Antonio and Sebastian give for drawing their swords? 7. What plan did Antonio suggest to Sebastian while the others were asleep? 8. How did Antonio try to convince Sebastian to go along with the plan? 9. Why did Caliban hide under his cloak in the forest? 10. How did Caliban react to Stefano after drinking the wine? Please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.